Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My apologies for the delay. Facebook is just driving me bananas with this new system of trying to schedule your Facebook Live, and it's wreaking havoc on me starting when I'm supposed to start. So, again, my apologies for the delay, but I am here now, and I'm here now for our weekly discussion, our weekly Wisdom Wednesday, and always excited before you. For those of you who are not familiar with me or unfamiliar with me, I am Tina C. Hines, Life Transformation Specialist. I work with women who are healing from old emotional wounds that have been restricting them from growing and experiencing a better, abundant life. If that is you, you are in the right place, and welcome. I am so happy to have you here. If you are watching the replay, remember hashtag replay. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Remember to click the subscribe button. So today we are talking about create your future through your vision. Create your future through your vision. And I am quite sure that everyone has a vision of what your future life will look like. If you got a vision of what your future life is going to look like, put the number 1 in the comments. You have a clear vision of what it's going to look like, where you're going to be living, the abundance in the bank, what you're going to be doing, what you're going to be eating, the people who are in your life, the people who are no longer in your life. You have this vision. So if you have your vision in your head of what your future is going to look like, press the number 1. So here's something for everyone to keep in mind. And this is my opening quote. I want y'all to sit with it for a minute. The future is where you will be spending the rest of your life. The future is where you'll be spending the rest of your life. In essence, why y'all still living in the past? Why you still holding on something from way back when? Why you still mad at Johnny from the 5th grade who didn't like you, or who pulled your hair, or who did something to you to show that he liked you, but that's how they talked back then, instead of, I like you. Do you like me? Yes or no? Check a box. You still mad about it. Why you still mad at somebody or some situation that happened that you probably had no control over? Why you still mad? Why are you still holding on to it? What is so great back there that you still living in the past? Allowing it to cause problems in your present. My little quote, your past is causing problems in your present, and it's impacting your future. Did y'all catch that? Let me roll it off again. Your past is causing problems in your present, and it is impacting your future. Y'all go write that, and y'all go ahead and share that. You can share it on your page if you want to. Just remember to tag my name in it. So how do we shift your past from causing problems in your present so you can look at a brighter future? I got 4 ways for you. We're going to make this short, sweet, and to the point. Ain't got time to be playing no more, y'all. Y'all been laxing. You've been laying on the wall, chilling like a little dragonfly. Because y'all know I don't say butterfly, I say dragonfly. It's time to wake up. See, in your future is everything that you desire to attract. In your future. In your future is everything that you have ever dreamed of. That vision. But in order to bring that vision to life, all that shit back there, you're going to have to release it with love. You're going to have to give yourself permission to work through it. Because putting it in the closet, that shit don't work. Sweeping it under the rug, that don't work either. The mound gets a little bit high and you might start tripping over it. So here's 4 suggestions that I'm going to make for you. Only 4. Everybody write the number 4 in the comments. I'm making it really easy for you. 4 suggestions for you. Number 1, spend the majority of your time paying attention to the moment and the remainder of your time on your future. The majority of your time paying attention to the moment. See, some of us spend the majority of our time in the past. We won't fess up to it, but here's how I know. Well, you know, my sister did this. My mama said this. My daddy didn't do this. My husband, my ex-husband, or we ain't really divorced, the person I'm separated from said and did this. My girlfriend, who really wasn't my girlfriend, who I thought was my girlfriend. Still ain't shit back there, y'all. Ain't nothing back there for you. The only thing that's back there is the piece you need to make it different in your present and your future. You don't need it for anything else. You don't need to relive it. You don't need to sit in it. You don't need to keep reminding yourself of it. The only reason you need it is to say, I ain't like that shit. That don't work for me. So I'm going to be in my present, focused on the here and now, and looking towards my brighter future because the light looks really, really bright. Yeah, that's where I'm going to be. I ain't over there no more. So you got to spend the majority of your time focusing on your present and your future if you want it to be brighter. If you want it to be brighter, put yes in the comments. Now, here's the interesting thing, especially as we went through that 5-day challenge last week. This is number 2. Focus on what you want and only what you want. Focus on what you want and only what you want. See, many times we can be like, it's like the significant other who will go, so what you want for dinner? The response is usually, I don't know. Some of this is y'all. I don't know. Or, well, I don't want this, and I don't want that, and I don't like this, and I can't have that. No, the question was, what do you want for dinner? What kind of car you want? Well, I don't want this kind of car, and I don't want this in the car. No, what kind of car do you want? So, when we talk about what you want in your life, what do you want in your life? Well, I don't want this kind of person, and I don't want to be living here. I don't want to be stuck in the same place that I am in right now. No. Your goal is to focus on what you want and only what you want. Y'all still back there? You still like, I don't want that. I don't want that. that relationship, I don't want that. I, I don't want that. So if you don't want it, why do you continually find yourself talking about it? If you don't want it. Because see, you don't pour water, you don't feed what you don't want. You feed and you hydrate what it is that you desire. You do everything in your power to focus only on that area. Because that's part of the manifestation, that's part of bringing it to fruition. You want peace? What's it going to take to get your peace? What do you need to attract more of in your life to experience peace? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Focus on what you want and only what you want. Number 3, spend time each day mentally rehearsing your desired results. Mentally. Peace. Come on. I see you. I feel you. I am your peace. If you want that state of mind, you got to rehearse it in your mind. You got to surround yourself with it. Because you're creating the future through your vision. Now, number 4 gonna be a little hard for y'all. Because y'all like that word hard. Hard don't work for me. But for some of you, it's gonna be hard. Because y'all keep talking about it. Everybody, I want y'all to write the word hard in the comments. Rochelle already done wrote it. Get hard on me for me. So you keep speaking, it is hard. Universe is like, oh, she said it's hard. Girl, you ain't seen hard. Let me help you out a little bit more. Let me give you some more stuff that's going to be hard. It's like that list of 50 wins. This is hard. Oh, you want to keep talking about hard? No, wait a minute. The list of 25 wins. That was day 1. This is hard. Oh, 25 is hard? Okay, wait till day 2. Day 2 is going to be hard as well. It's going to be hard. Day 2 is going, okay, wait till day 2. Y'all can give me the laugh because y'all know that's what y'all think. Like, we thought the 25 was hard, but the 50? Damn, Tina. Y'all exclaimed that the 25 wins that you have experienced in your life, writing them down was hard. As if you hadn't won in some situations in your life. And you claimed it. So here comes the next day, and you looking at the question and be like, shit, yesterday was 25, and now you're making us come up with 50 more wins? I gotta come up with 50. Can I use the first 25 and just add on 25 more? I gotta come up with 50 more wins. That's hard. So some of you sat in that hard, trying to find what kind of win did I experience. Oh God, this is hard. And your mind kept focusing on this is hard versus, wait a minute, I've done some shit in my life. some breakthroughs in my life outside of having the kids. Because all of y'all was going to the kids first, because that's what y'all do. It's easy to focus on everybody else instead of focusing on yourself. But the true, authentic wins. For everybody who got a diploma, a degree, a second degree, a win. A certification, a win. That shit wasn't easy. And you downplaying it. Yeah, my wins are hard, Tina. No. No. They're not hard. It's just that you're not giving your wins as much attention as you are giving the attention to your losses, your setbacks, your storms. And so you were being challenged to shift up your thinking in order to focus on your future, this vision that you have created. So this last one is going to be hard for some of y'all. Have more faith over fear. I got some faith, Tina. Oh yeah? Go put it to good use. You don't got to prove it to me. You ain't got to prove it to Jessica, Rochelle, Lynn, Ophelia, Tawana. No, you ain't got to put it. No, you ain't got to prove it to none of us. Only person you got to prove it to is the woman you look at in the mirror every day. See, that's the challenge. We have this fear, some of it rational, some of it irrational, and then this fear is like we're feeding it. We're feeding our fear versus feeding our faith. And it paralyzes you. Stops you in your tracks. But half the time, it stops you before you even get started. It's like when I was looking at some of the people who were committed to the challenge, I'm like, all right, y'all in here. And then I looked at the people who never participated. You was defeated before you got out the gate because you ain't even try. And then the people who only answered the first question and got a little bit nervous because they was a tidbit uncomfortable, but he's like, oh hell no, I ain't even gonna respond no more. But here's the interesting thing. You want to have change in your life, but you are allowing fear to overshadow your faith in order to experience the change. Let me say that again for the people in the back. I may mess it up a little bit verbatim because I'm not Grandma Jenny working through me. You want to experience change, but you are allowing your fears to overshadow your faith. And when your fears overshadow your faith, you stop and come to the conclusion that this ain't for me, this ain't what I signed up for. I'm going to need this to come a little bit differently. So now you're trying to control it because you're being pushed outside of your comfort zone. That's why that last one is a little bit hard. But if you were to pour, water, feed more of your faith, you'd be surprised what would happen. You'd be surprised at the breakthroughs you would experience. But first, you're going to have to stop giving up on yourselves. Whatever somebody back there told you that you were incapable of doing, F them and prove to yourself that you are more than capable, more than able. You just have to be willing to move out of your own way. That's it. But here's something that we all have to remember, and something that we keep trying, because we're superwoman. I'm superwoman. I got this. I got this. I sure do. Greatness is rarely achieved on your own. It's a team effort that requires you to be surrounded by people encouraging you and motivating you, but also calling you on your shit. You want to create your future? That you have this vision? Stop trying to be superwoman and do it on your own. Because you're not going to call yourself on your own shit. You're going to downplay your own shit. You're going to be like, I ain't going to worry about that over there. I'm just going to focus on this over here because, yeah. And sometimes your own shit is what's wreaking havoc. Sometimes your own shit is what's telling you it's hard. But you're like, I got this. I can do this myself. I don't need nobody visiting. I'm going to have to tell everybody my stuff. Then I'm going to have to be transparent. And then I'm going to have to, they're going to be looking at me. And then, yeah. I don't want to do that. That's hard. And yeah, I ain't signed, that ain't what I signed up for. I remember when I was first working with my finance person, and I had some shit financially going on that wasn't lovely. I didn't learn as a young girl. They didn't teach us this half of this shit, and we need to learn it as an adult. And when I went to go work with her, my mind was like, I ain't writing down all of my bills because that means she gonna know my shit. I don't want nobody knowing my personal business. This is what we tell ourselves. I don't want nobody knowing my personal business, knowing that you need help with certain situations in your life. You're like, I don't want her knowing that. So I ain't going to put everything down. Well, Tina, you want the help. And if you choose not to put everything down, how can she truly help you in the capacity that she's great at, her geniusness? I love that word that April Franks used, her geniusness, where she's a genius at. How can she help you if you won't divulge everything so she has a clear vision of where to best support you? Okay, fine. I'll put it all down. I'm going to go in like this. Now, what I thought was bad, she looked at me like, girl, you kind of good in comparison. And I was like, oh, I am? Okay. Because I know I needed a little bit of help and guidance and understanding, but I ain't want nobody doing my shit. But in my mind, I said to myself, Tina girl, the bank know your shit. The bill collectors know your shit. The IRS know your shit. Everybody know your shit. So you need to let the person who's able to support you and help you gain a better understanding to help you with your shit. This ain't your time to be fearing being judged. It ain't no time for you to be fearing what she gonna say or think. This ain't the time. Because what do you want? Debt free. How you gonna get it? Get some help. Go do it. So that's the $1,000 question. Let me backtrack. Here's the $1 million question that I have for you. It's your future. Are you choosing how it will be? Or are you allowing others to choose on your behalf? Are you choosing how it will be? Or are you allowing other people to choose on your behalf? Because when you are clear about what you want and all of the steps necessary to arrive at your destination, you tip the odds of success in your favor. You tip the odds of success in your favor. That, ladies, is today's Wisdom Wednesday. If it spoke to you, go tell a friend that they need to come on in here and listen to today's message. If you got one point out of it, create a post inside this group and share what you got out of it. What was the message? What sort of gave you an uppercut? I want to wish you all an amazing afternoon, and I will see you all next week for Wisdom Wednesdays. And for those of you who have scheduled your one-on-one sessions, I look forward to talking to you. For those of you who have been responding to my quick question, we talking. We talking. Take care, ladies. Bye-bye.